Greetings, my people. First, let us thank God for giving us another day of life and His blessing, as well as our family and friends. Welcome to the Dominic Sports Picks channel, where we also give our NBA analysis a hard look. Here you'll find everything you need to bet safely. The possible winner of each game. Whether the scoreboard will be broken with highs or lows. And of course, our classic club player bats, so you know which player is going to break it tonight. This isn't a story, this is numbers, logic, and vision. If you're an NBA fan and like to play smart, this is your channel. Subscribe, turn on that bell, and follow us every day as we analyze every game, every piece of information, and every pick. With Dominic Sports Picks, you don't go in blind, you go in to win. NBA, MLB, NHL, NFL, any league. Here, we study to win. Let's get started. My friends at Dominic Sports Picks, here are our updated statistics for today, with the goal of maintaining transparent and honest communication with all our followers. In this report, we clearly reflect our success and loss ratios, offering a real-world view of the performance of our picks. At Dominic Sports Picks, we believe that trust is built with verifiable results, consistent commitment, and complete transparency in every shared analysis. Now, let's get to today's analysis. Welcome to Dominic's Sports Picks channel. Today we're going to cover an interesting Eastern Conference matchup. The Philadelphia 76ers visit the Washington Wizards, and Nick Nurse's team is firing on all cylinders, looking for their fourth consecutive win and to maintain their perfect start to the season. With Joel Embiid's return to the starting lineup, the Sixers look like a team with great offensive balance and solidity on both ends. Match analysis. Philadelphia is showing depth, chemistry, and remarkable energy, led by Tyrese Maxey, who scored 43 points against Orlando, and rookie sensation VJ Edgecombe, who is averaging 24.5 points with surprising maturity. Now with Embiid back from resting his knee, the 76ers have their most dominant inside weapon, giving them a clear advantage over a young and inconsistent defense like the Wizards. Washington, for its part, has shown young talent with Trey Johnson, Keyshawn George, and Alex Sarr, but also a lack of defensive consistency. They allowed 139 points against Charlotte and surrendered 88 in a single half. This lack of solidity at the back will be a problem against a Philadelphia offense that moves the ball well and punishes from the perimeter and the paint. Nick Nurse has managed to get his team to play with rhythm, but also with control. The Sixers average 132 points per game, but their defense, especially with Embiid and Drummond in the paint, can dictate the opponent's rhythm. Washington will look to run, but if the game becomes physical and slower, the 76ers will have total control. Picks and predictions. Pick 1, Philadelphia 76ers to win. The Sixers are undefeated, 3-0, with 3 convincing wins and a positive differential of plus 12 points per game. With Embiid back, the odds are clearly tilted in their favor against a Washington team that is still rebuilding and hasn't achieved defensive stability. Philadelphia should impose its dominance from the first quarter. Pick 2, totals under 242.5 points. Although both teams have offensive power, Embiid's return changes the pace of the game. Philadelphia will play slower, using long possessions and loading the paint. Furthermore, Washington doesn't have a defense that generates quick turnovers. Expect a duel with low-scoring stretches, especially if Philly can run the clock. Pick 3, Joel Embiid over 15.0 points. The reigning MVP will return with limited minutes, but even then, he's likely to exceed the 15-point line. Against the young interior defense of Sarr and Coulibaly, Embiid has a clear advantage. In less than 25 minutes, he could easily score between 18 and 22 points, especially if Maxey and Edgecombe can draw defenders and open up space for him. The Philadelphia 76ers are in great form, with a fluid offensive system and a rookie who has surprised the entire league. With the return of Joel Embiid, the game is clear. We continue, Dominic Sports Picks family. Today we analyze a fast-paced, energetic Eastern Conference matchup, the Charlotte Hornets visiting the Miami Heat. Two teams arrive motivated, but with contrasting styles, the Hornets looking to consolidate their new competitive mentality after a big win in Washington, and the Heat trying to maintain their blistering pace and dominant offensive start. Match analysis. Miami has started the season with a revamped, much faster offensive approach, led by Norman Powell, who averages 24 points per game and has adapted perfectly to Eric Spoelstra's system. With Bam Adebayo solid in the paint and the team playing with pace, the Heat have scored 382 points in their first 3 games, the franchise's best opening record in years. Charlotte, meanwhile, is coming off a resounding victory over the Wizards, 139-113, that served to clean up their image after an inconsistent start. Leader LaMelo Ball posted a spectacular triple-double with 38 points, and the team showed character in the locker room, led by the players themselves. However, the Hornets' defense remains their weak point. They've allowed more than 115 points in 2 of 3 games, and facing a Miami team that pushes the pace will be a considerable challenge. The key to the game will be controlling the pace. Miami will look to stake out territory with quick transitions and pressure defense, while Charlotte will try to get Ball and Colin Sexton to maintain the balance between attacking and maintaining possession. Picks and predictions. Pick 1, Miami Heat to win. The Heat are stronger at home, with a well-oiled system and a core that understands its role. Powell, Adebayo, and Harrow, if active, represent a more consistent offense than Charlotte, which relies too heavily on Ball's individual brilliance. Miami averages 127 points at home and has shown defensive discipline in closing out. In this context, Miami is the clear favorite to win. Pick 2, totals under 246.5 points. Although both teams play fast, the total line is too high considering Spoelstra's defensive adjustments. The Heat will look to impose control and reduce Charlotte's offensive bursts. Furthermore, the Hornets' pace on the road tends to slow down, especially when facing teams with physical pressure. We project a score close to 122-110, below the proposed total. Pick 3, Colin Sexton over 15.0 points. Sexton has adapted perfectly to the secondary role behind Ball, contributing consistent scoring. He's coming off a 20-point performance against Washington and is averaging 17.3 points this season. His aggressiveness in penetrating the paint fits well against the Heat's defense, which tends to lock down LaMelo. If he maintains his shooting volume, 12 to 15 attempts, he has a high percentage of getting over this line. The Miami Heat arrive with rhythm, cohesion, and a fluid offense, while Charlotte continues to consolidate. Finally, Dominic Sports Picks family. Today we have a high-caliber matchup in the Eastern Conference, the New York Knicks visiting the Milwaukee Bucks. Two teams with playoff aspirations, led by major superstars, Jalen Brunson and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Both are coming off their first loss of the year, and this matchup promises intensity, pace, and plenty of offensive production. Match analysis. Milwaukee comes in with a 2-1 record after losing to Cleveland, but Giannis's play has been simply monstrous, 3 consecutive games with at least 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, something only Luka Doncic and Oscar Robertson had achieved. Despite the absences of Cole Anthony, Kuzma, and Kevin Porter Jr., the Bucks competed until the end, proving that the Greek can keep the team afloat on his own. New York also arrives after a 115-107 loss to Miami, where Jalen Brunson was once again the team's lifeblood with 37 points, but the rest of the roster didn't match up. The Knicks are shooting just 40% from the field and 33% from three-point range, worrying numbers for a team known for its efficiency on the perimeter. Additionally, Mitchell Robinson remains out, and Karl Anthony Towns continues to be on the back foot with quadriceps discomfort. The matchup at the Fiserv Forum is shaping up to be a more stable Milwaukee game, even with the absences. Giannis will impose his physical dominance against a New York team that lacks a natural rim protector. In contrast, New York can respond from mid-range and three-point range, but if their shooting remains inconsistent, the Bucks could dominate the boards and control the pace. Picks and predictions. Pick 1, Milwaukee Bucks plus 5.5 to win. Although the spread favors New York, the value is with the Bucks. At home, and with Giannis in MVP mode, Milwaukee has all the tools to keep the score close and even win. The Knicks rely too heavily on Brunson's shooting and a Towns who isn't at 100%. With his energy and leadership, Giannis can guide the Bucks to cover and even get past the line. Pick 2, totals over 220.5 points. Both teams average over 110 points per game and have players capable of scoring in bursts. Milwaukee has surpassed 113 points in its 3 games, and New York, despite its poor shooting, continues to generate volume. In a duel of fast-paced contenders with little rest, a score close to 118-114 is expected. Pick 3, Mikal Bridges over 10.0 points. Bridges is a key part of the Knicks' rotation. His ability to run the floor, score in transition, and shoot from the three-point line makes him a reliable asset. Although he's had an inconsistent start, this line is low compared to his historical average, 13 to 15 points. Against the Bucks defense, which tends to lock down Brunson and Towns, Bridges will have more space to attack. An engaging game with a playoff feel. Giannis remains in dominant mode. My people, until tomorrow, blessings and good luck to all.